Hey kisses and welcome back to Nina Unrated Eats. Today I am in the mood for having what I like to call some sort of a Thanksgiving dinner, November dinner. I'm going to be making sweet potatoes, sweet plantain, wings, buttered corn. Now I'm going to be doing all of this at once, and I'm going to show you how to multitask in the kitchen to make it quick, easy, and efficient. So stay tuned. Turn on your oven at 375 degrees, and we're going to do this in a way where it's quick and easy. I love home-cooked meals, and I also love Thanksgiving and Christmas. So whenever I miss the holidays, I kind of do these kind of meals. The reason why I am putting the water to boil first is because it's going to take some time for that water to actually come to a boil. Now this top pot has holes in it. I'm going to steam down my sweet potato. I'm going to bake my plantain, and I'm going to season my chicken and put that in the oven to bake. So for now, while that water comes to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and give my chicken a little bit of a vinegar bath. So I have chicken wings in here with a little bit of water. And it's really simple. Just give it a little shake. Get that chicken nice and clean. You can also add lemon juice or lime juice. Let's go ahead and drain that. All of my pots and pans are from Amazon. The link is in the description box. We're gonna be needing these ingredients here. I'm gonna go ahead and get straight to it. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, you can add any kind of oil, not too much, just a little bit to give it a light coat on top. And I'm going to take a lime. Make sure we put some lime juice in there. I have been craving lime pepper wings with a twist. These seasonings are amazing. I've been using them a lot. And I've been having this new habit where I eat cucumbers and I put the lime chile on top of that. So good. And you only need a little bit. Once we have that lime juice in there, I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze a little bit of orange juice. If you don't have any of these ingredients or you're missing something, it's okay. It's not a big deal. You don't need a lot of OJ, just a little bit of that fresh juice. Oh, who doesn't love, oh, this smells so good. I'm gonna finish that. I'm definitely gonna finish that. Put that right there. Now keep in mind that we're doing all of this while our water comes to a boil and while our oven is warming up. Here I have about 12 to 15 wings. So the measurements that I'm giving you are for 12 to 15 wings. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of Montreal steak seasoning. Put that right in there. And then I'm gonna also add a tablespoon of onion powder. It is a must. Yes to onion powder. I love onion powder. Onion powder, garlic powder, amazing. There's no salt in onion powder or garlic powder, so you can add as much or as little as you want. If you don't like garlic or onion, just don't even worry about it. Don't add it. I love it. If you have a date, don't add it. You don't want to smell like onions and garlic on a date. And now we get to add, yes, the lime pepper. Oh, smells so nice. Half a teaspoon. Yes, a half teaspoon. One of those. If you haven't had lime pepper, try it. If you love lemon pepper, I'm sure you're gonna love this too. The link is in the bio. Everything has been added to my Amazon storefront. You can check that out. Half a teaspoon, yes, oh my God. I don't know how they do this. but it smells like oranges and pepper. So it has this sweet scent to it and taste. Half a teaspoon of that. And of course, try this over cucumbers, put it over, I tried it over green apples and oranges. I know that sounds kind of weird. And pineapple, it sounds strange. Sprinkle that on top. This is really good. This is really good. Mix them up, do one at a time, taste them all, go through the motions. Amazing. So can't scoop it. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. I would say about a half a teaspoon of that. I'm probably gonna take that off. This is our seasonings here. And we're gonna go ahead and just give that a shake. Just gotta make sure that all those flavors are married. It smells amazing. Now, you can take it just like this, put it to grill. It doesn't need anything else. I like a little bit of color on my chicken, so I'm gonna add a sazon packet. I just wanted to show you what it's really gonna look like before you add the coloring. Now I'm gonna give that a shake, and I'm gonna show you what the coloring does to your chicken. It just looks so pretty. And I also use it as a guide to tell me if the flavors are all together and blended. Because if any part of the chicken is not color, then guess what? The seasoning isn't even. Now that our oven is preheated, because we did that first, we can go ahead and lay our chicken down. Now, you can go ahead and air fry this chicken. It air fries beautifully. I actually have an air fryer, but since I want to have my full meal, I'm going to oven bake it so that I can also bake some of my sweet plantain while I'm baking the chicken. So I do have a good amount left. I'm gonna go ahead and save that for tomorrow. Let it marinate in all those amazing juices and flavors. This, I'm not even gonna cover it. That's why I put the little bit of olive oil in there so it can start to get crispy and brown and golden. So we're gonna flip it halfway through, but for right now, they look ready to go. I'm gonna take my sweet potato and I'm gonna cut it into 4 large pieces. And all I'm gonna do is steam this sweet potato now. Sweet potato is very sweet. It's just like a potato, except it's super sweet compared to a potato. I'm just gonna lay those down right there. Those nice big chunks. Cover that and make sure that I take my plantain, get that ready to go, because I'm gonna bake this right next to that chicken, and at the 30-minute mark, I can check all of it. I like to cut it into bite-sized pieces. I enjoy caramelizing them, giving it a little bit of love. Now, the only thing you need to add is a little bit of olive oil or coconut oil, just a tiny bit. Give that a quick shake. Make sure that it's all covered. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And now everything goes in the oven at 375 degrees. This is really simple. I'm gonna make buttered corn, garlic buttered corn. I just take a tablespoon of garlic. I take corn and I drain the water out. And then I sprinkle a tiny bit of garlic salt. Not a lot at all. You only want a tiny bit. Then I make sure that I grab a little bit of butter, and I'm gonna cover it. This just needs to be warmed up, so I'm not going to put it to cook. I'm just gonna let it sit on the stovetop until I'm ready to eat. Maybe 5-10 minutes before I'm ready to eat. I'll turn this on, wait until the butter melts, give it a quick stir. It's absolutely delicious. And that's why I let it sit, so that the salt can start to do what it's doing, the garlic powder, you know, the garlic. There's garlic powder in here, by the way. And the butter, and it smells really nice once it starts to sizzle. My sweet potato is looking really good. I love the fact that I have clear glass on top as covers and lids, because I can see straight through, and that's cooking up nicely. I'm going to show you how I season my sweet potatoes now. Sweet potatoes you can eat just like that. My mouth is watering thinking about it. Peel the skin back and you can eat it. It's good to go. You really don't need to add anything to it. It will be sweet, it will be delicious, it will be soft, it will be tender, it will be buttery, it will be amazing. But I am going to tweak it a little bit, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of brown sugar. Yes, it has to be brown sugar because it tastes so good. So good. It's really amazing. I love it. And then we're gonna do, all these containers are amazing. They're airtight. I love it. Yes, they are on Amazon. And then we're gonna do the half teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Yes. I love that. I love the way cinnamon smells. Now, you don't have to do much to this at all whatsoever. I just like to shake the cinnamon and the sugar together. The butter's not gonna melt or anything, but you do get that sugar and that cinnamon together. I'm gonna cover it and let it sit and wait. When my sweet potatoes are done, I'm just gonna add them in here and mash it all together. That butter's gonna start to melt. It's gonna get so silky and so smooth and so delicious. Very simple. You don't have to complicate anything in the kitchen. You honestly can just go in there and find very simple ingredients and make a ton of dishes. This is 3 things: butter, brown sugar, cinnamon powder, add the sweet potato. Amazing. You can also add marshmallows and all kind of other goodies, but this is the most simple, delicious recipe that you can have for sweet potatoes. The corn, once again, very simple recipe. A little bit of butter, a little bit of garlic salt, boom, warm it up. That's ready to go. That takes less than 5 or 10 minutes. Literally, it probably only takes 2 or 3 minutes, but you want to let it sit and let that, marinate and grab all the flavors together. So that's just a few ingredients. I want to be able to simplify things for you guys. We're going to go ahead and check on these wings in 30 minutes. We're going to give them a flip and let them cook for another 30 minutes. And yeah, then we're going to have an amazing middle of the year type Thanksgiving dinner, I guess. That's what I like to call it. I love sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, gravy, cranberry, corn. Ooh, cornbread. That would be good. All right, so stay tuned because we'll be right back. Our sweet potatoes are all done. The way that you know if your sweet potato is done is go ahead and poke it with a fork or the end of a knife. If it goes all the way through, then it is ready. They're very soft. And I like to cook them with the peel on because I feel like it holds the consistency a lot better and the peel just comes right off. You can just grab it and pull. And there you have your entire sweet, delicious sweet potato. Then we put that right in there with the sugar and the cinnamon. I feel like maybe, you know, it might be a good idea to try some home cooked meals at home for yourself. If you ever want to, you know, cook for your husband or your boyfriend, that used to be one of my favorite things to do, was cooking for my son and just cooking for a family environment. It's always a good feeling when you have people sitting around, you know, trying to make jokes or laughing and sharing those quality moments together. I just feel like sweet potatoes is one of those vegetables that brings people together. That and mashed potatoes. I love this. So simple. You just have to really steam it down. Take your time steaming it. That way it just peels right off. Look at that. Now that is beautiful. We can go ahead and turn on that corn. Put it on high, wait till it starts to sizzle and then turn it off. This is so soft. It's going to melt that butter, melt that sugar. Oh my God. Look at that. And you want to make sure that your orangey sweet potatoes start to look a little, you know, brown and caramelized with all that cinnamon, that melted butter, the smoothiness, the silkiness of this vegetable. It is so good. Kids love this, by the way. Kids love it. If you were to take this and cut it into little squares or bite-sized pieces, which you could do, that is also really delicious. And then you have like candy yams. I actually eat sweet potato a lot. I eat a lot of sweet plantain. I like sweet things. So I feel like this is nature's candy in a vegetable form. Give it a really, really good mix. You want to make sure that all that cinnamon is in all of that. Oh, amazing. Simply amazing. See, I'm starting to find that cinnamon. It tends to hide. Gotta make sure you get all of it. Oh, yes. Give this a quick little shake. That buttered corn with that garlic. Every 30 minutes, you want to go ahead and turn your wings. In about another 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to take out the sweet plantain. That's going to be ready to go. I like to cook that between 30 and 45 minutes. It really depends on the thickness in which you cut it. So if you cut it very, very thin, they cook in about 30 minutes. But if it's a whole plantain, it's about 45 minutes to an hour. And that's if you don't cut it at all. So go ahead and give that a taste. Come on. Come on. How are you not in the kitchen right now? I can see a little bit of that cinnamon there. Bring that forward. Get in there, baby. Mix. See that little bit of cinnamon in there. I'm trying to get all that cinnamon, baby. Yes. You have to try this recipe. It's so simple. Simply spectacular. What can I say? I love to cook. Our sweet plantain looks amazing, nice, golden, moist. It cooked right in that skin, so it held all of the moisture. Just take a look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to enjoy this feast. This feast, for one, it will feed two though, don't get me wrong. But I am going to be feasting alone today. Go ahead and turn off the corn and just let it sit. These are beautiful, perfectly golden brown wings. You know these are hot. I just got them out the oven. My mouth is watering. What do I do? What do I do? Yes, they're perfect. They're perfect wings. I am going to go ahead and get ready to eat. Thank you so much for joining me on Nina Unrated Eats. Stay positive, stay strong. I hope that you followed along in this video and you made yourself an amazing, simple meal at home. And I hope that you truly enjoy it. Will you be joining me next time on the Cook With Me video? We can cook together. You can go ahead and cook along. Let me know if you've tried any of these recipes at home. Like, share, subscribe, and please send this video to one of your friends or family members. Spread the love. Until next time, stay positive, stay strong. Kisses to all of my kisses. Love always.